Hello. Thank you for waiting for me to say something. Either that or you just skipped ahead in the video. But, yeah, I was just giving myself a pause to feel and sense what I wanted to say. I had thoughts that were coming up of like just to say hello, but there was a part of me that was a little bit like constricted, or was like kind of like that faucet was clogged, and I was just present with that, feeling like I guess a little bit embarrassed to you know share like like I would be judged, or someone would try to fix me, and someone would try to help me with this freeze response, or just kind of constriction around my voice getting rolling, getting started. So I just took a little bit more time to be present with that. Be present for how I felt about what other people would think. And I guess there was a part of me that didn't resonate with me caring what other people think. And yeah, and maybe how like mad that makes my dad or something, if I don't care what other people think. So it's kind of like I care what certain people think about whether or not I care what other people's opinions are, because there's that belief that I should, for me to there's a difference between kind of having that rebellious spirit where, nah, I don't care anything about what people think, and screw them, and that is more of like an avoidance of they really do care what people think. And and it's kind of like a rejection, like I'm not going to look at what I'm not going to let that sink in, of what they actually think and what I think of myself. And so I'm very sensitive to that maybe unhealthy response. And I guess looking for what is a healthy response of not caring. What would be a healthy freedom from people's opinions. And I guess I was just, in that pause, looking for that safety or freedom to be kind of found in forgiveness, to be found in grace, with God, where in His freedom, doesn't matter what I do today. And I'm not saying that I think the argument is made that well, then you'll do any and everything, and you'll never do good to people. You will slip into doing everything impulsive that you want to do, or just your animalistic ego wants to do. And that's not necessarily true either. And I think the reality is that is born out of this sense of you're not free to act and do with love and forgiveness and grace. So you have to choose secondary things. And I mean secondary of you have to choose egoic things, If you're not accepted and loved and have freedom, then you have to rebel against that to see if you're going to be loved. I think that often happens with people that make rebellious choices and or lifestyle or identity of going totally against maybe what would be good or healthy or beautiful, to see if they're going to be loved. Friend's calling me. I'll call him back. Yeah, you either believe that you're loved or you're going to go searching to find out that you're loved. If you don't feel like you would be loved, if you really believe that you're not loved for being angry you're probably going to find yourself very angry because you're suppressing that desire. Um, you're suppressing because you don't. It's not accepted. You know, it's first by your caregivers or parents or whoever raised you growing up, and then it becomes what you believe about yourself or about that thing, or that there's no possible way I would be forgiven for X, Y, or Z. So you find yourself still doing that. There's part of abusive relationships where people stay in because there's a part of them that's like feels guilty if they leave, or feels feels like that would not be loved. So they stay until they realize that they're till they realize they're worth more than the possibility of that guilt, that they matter more than their shortcoming or their sin. And then they leave. They reach a breaking point where they can't do it anymore, and they're willing to face their belief about themselves and go, this can't be it. I think that's in all of us until we grow, is go, this can't be it. And then you leave the abusive relationship or abusive behavior to yourself, or your addictions, or whatever. And you can you obviously don't have to go down that route either. You can learn and believe more of God's love for you, so you don't have to go down other routes. That is what good parenting does for kids. The more love that they can present, more acceptance and grace and forgiveness, and then that child knows more of its worth and acts accordingly. So part of me making these videos, or this video today, is out of I feel that my expansion, my desire to let the world see me, let my thoughts be out there, be known, is something that I choose over that guilt that I might feel, or that I'm choosing that over the belief that that I am guilty, or that it's not okay to make a mistake in this kind of way. Um, you know, for me to say things that might offend some, or whatever would come about with it. And just showing a level of vulnerability that other people, or my parents or my family wouldn't like. And and moving to looking for more freedom in God's love and in God's world. And that gives you more freedom to show yourself today, show who you are today. To say, to use Kyle Cease's book title, I hope I screw this up. It gives you more freedom to be okay, screwing this up. Because those voices that would say, I shouldn't be doing this or whatever, or be this vulnerable or whatever, comes from a fear of that I'm harming something, whether it be myself, my reputation, what I would lose, or lose for others, by me embarrassing my family, or me causing them to lose things, is I think the fear that's there, or the lack of forgiveness that's there, because it's not my intention, and I think for a long time that creates that freeze, or that feeling like if I step forward or back, I can't win, and that I really need to make sure that my decision is foolproof. But it's stepping from a feeling of less safety to divine safety, infinite safety with God. with Christ. The Christ in me is safe no matter what. I'm not stupid with my life. God didn't make me stupid. And if you're not loved for being stupid sometimes, maybe that makes you stupid and reckless to see if you're loved for So thank you, God, for helping me make this video. Not because of how good it is, but for helping me see that it doesn't matter. I made it. I have the freedom to make it. And that it's okay. Whatever comes of it, and what people think. Yeah, because I'm fighting two voices. Or I'm having to two thoughts that make this difficult for me. One is like my mother coming to me and being like, "Oh no, what did you say? Like, you didn't see what you put out, and like catastrophe is coming." And then the other voice is like my dad angry, where it's like, what you've done is just so wrong. And yeah, they probably won't like me saying that, and it's not an offense to them, because they might not even say that. That's not necessarily true. Those are just the voices that I hold. Yeah, and I definitely have the other voices that are like, that would either defend them or, would take their back inside and a feeling of wanting to punish me or guilt me for what I've done, for me saying those things. But there's part of me I want to do it to relate to whoever's watching, to help whoever might be watching of just like the healing and the difficulty with with the parents that we hold in our head, because it's a very real thing, and that is a huge part of all of our healing is detaching from the parented beliefs that are not God's beliefs, and being reparented by God Himself. So, that feels pretty good. Wrapped up of a video. And if you didn't see my video from yesterday, it was my best video yet. And I have no clue what I'm gonna title this one. It could be an even better video than yesterday. Best video yet again. But then I thought of maybe I want to name it something that applies to today's message. So we'll see. I can't remember what today's message was. It's out and then it's gone. All right. See ya. Thank you.